Hello, how's it going, everyone? My name is Bridgeshell, and welcome to the stream. Hello, zombie. How are you, doll? I've got hair in my face. But how's it going? It's just us right now. But no. Hello, Dee. Oh, thank you. It's there. It's a day old. But thank you. Sorry I can't hang out, but thank you so very much, zombie. And it's perfectly okay. It's perfectly fine. And hello, Dee. I'm actually gonna dye my hair soon, so I'm excited. What is this? Oh, trash. But we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. We're continuing on. As always, I don't know if you can see it. I'm actually just gonna do this real quick because I think what you see here is what I see. We have, you can't see it. It's just on the other thing. I'm playing Detroit for the first time. Detroit is an amazing game and I absolutely love it. So let's just move right on over to our big screen where I'm down here. And just for you to show, hello Corgi, how are you? We have our screen view as well. This is what I am seeing because I am on the lookout for some files. So this is what I see, and this is the game. So let's just go ahead and jump right on in. I almost did a new game. We are on our, I think, third poem. So we are making progress. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try and go for Sayori again. So she likes bittersweet things. So she likes some happy things and she likes some sad things. So let's try and keep that in mind whenever we are picking some. So we have adventure, existence, whisper, question, vertigo, extraordinary, spinning, giggle, shame, raindrops. I think last time Sayori was raindrops. I was wrong. Boop, sugar, parfait, feather, color, socks, intellectual, cry, strawberry, sensation. Okay, we're back on it with Sayori. So we were 1-1 with Sayori. Vacation, unending, embrace, anxiety, fluffy, awesome, fun, smile, friends, and lollipop. So let's go. I think embrace was a Sayori word. Yes. Extreme, desire, bubbles, variance, poof, papa, peace, waterfall, headphones, vibrant. Like this shadow really is getting on my nerves over here. I've got to figure it out. As long as it's 11 or more for Sayori, you're good. So far we're 1-1. I do try to keep track. Peace. Dang it. So I'm 1-1. I have one for all. No, that's not true. Which one of you has 2? I think Sayori has 2. Fantasy, infinite, candy, peaceful, vitality, warm, frightening, rose, shiny, entropy. I want to say warm. Warm is where my heart's at, but I don't know anymore. Yes! 3 for Sayori. Graveyard, sparkle, rain cloud, twirl, lucky, play, unrequited, bouncy, essence. Sorry. Hiccup. I can't stand that shadow. I've got to figure out my lighting issue. Graveyard, sparkle, rain cloud, twirl, lucky, play, unrequited again, despise, bouncy essence. Unrequited has been twice. Have I said this before? I feel like I haven't. I do know rain cloud is a Sayori word because she has rain clouds in her head. Heart, time, beauty, eternity, clouds. Eternity, I think, is there for a second time. Bliss, shopping, broken, hop, flee. I want to say heart. Good. Together, misery, laugh, breathe, flower, philosophy, doki doki, childhood, kitty, incapable. Together. I think together is a Sayori word. Hurt, dance, pure, death, kiss, heartbeat, playground, suicide, unrestrained, ambient. I believe kiss. Oh, kiss is a Natsuki word. I think I picked kiss last time thinking it was a Sayori word, and that's what happened. Starscape, daydream. I think daydream's a Sayori. Nightgown, cage, insight, dark, memories, passion, sticky, covet. I'm going to go with daydream. Mouse, disown, special, flying, holiday, milk, tears, agonizing, family, sing. I want to say tears, but I think that's possibly a Yuri word, but it's a Sayori word. Unstable, marriage, infallible, pink, whirlwind, rainbow, rainbow, fear, judgment, meager, wrath. She talks about rainbows, so rainbow. Jump, ocean, cute, sadness, pleasure, cheeks, joy, hair, atone, and whistle. I think it's sadness, maybe? Promise, effulgent, massacre, email, disarray, empty, heaven sent, sunset, dream, lazy. I think email or promise. Email. That's what that says. Empty or promise. I'm going to go with promise. Happiness, explode, pout, secretive, fireflies, dazzle, music, marshmallow, fester, summer. So there's only technically one negative word here that would be 100% for Yuri, and that's fester. The other one might be explode for Yuri. I'm gonna say happiness. Okay, I risked it on that one because that could have been an Atsuki word as well. Jumpy, precious, nibble, blanket, hope, landscape, anime, silly, sunny, grief. Maybe I'm thinking grief for some reason is sticking out. Even as a Sayori word, it seems like grief is sticking out. Vanilla, disaster, fireworks, defeat, imagination, uncanny, electricity, destiny, climax, sweet. This is one I'm not 100% on for any of them. I think I'm going to go with sweet because that one sticks to me as Sayori out of all of these. Imagination could be another Sayori word. And maybe even defeat could be another Sayori word. So there's 10. Okay. I'm going to go with sweet. Games, anger, inferno, disoriented, cheer, analysis, loud, hopeless, horror, clumsy. Negative, 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 possibly negative, negative. And just seeing how you look at that negative. So there's only really two ones that are positive. So possibly a negative word here for Sayori. I want to go with hopeless. Okay. Love, excitement, aura, melody, universe, forgive, alone, Valentine, treasure, puppy. Alone sticks out. Even though alone could definitely be a Yuri word. It's a Sayori word. Journey, ribbon, depression, fickle, contamination, skipping, vivacious, incongruent, wonderful, uncontrollable. These two are definitely Natsuki, because it's 6 letters here. These other ones seem like too big of words. Maybe journey might be just enough at 7, but these other words have far too many letters for Natsuki. So, uncontrollable? That one was a risk. Oh man. I've got to get my voices back. I am the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Oh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's the whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Why is this on a Monday? This seems like a Friday gig. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. I need her to have an attitude. That's where her voice comes from, and she doesn't have it. So she sounds a bit nice, and I don't like it. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri and Sayori's anyway. There we go. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. Wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Yes, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Is everything all right? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, all right. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back to everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. Shell, what's up? This might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little too much, but maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Shell. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club. Oh, my hairstylist just texted back about what I messaged for my new hair dye job. So if you don't feel okay, just say you don't feel so good. I know, Sayori needs to express herself. Always, don't feel bad about telling, because I had this conversation today with a friend of mine who's younger than I am, and she came to me for relationship advice because I give great advice, but I don't apply it to my single, lonesome streamer lifestyle. My spinster lifestyle. And I just said, hey, if something doesn't make you feel good, if something or someone says or does something to you that makes you feel bad, please express it. Please don't feel the need that you are obligated to a person, so you have to put up with that person because you feel like you've gone this far into a relationship, so I might as well not talk about it. Don't worry about it, Emily. It's a newfangled game. Stretch, says Emerald Corgi. I don't know if you heard my joints pop, Emerald, but also everybody be on your best behavior. My sister's in the chat. Corgi's tip of the day: stretching can help you feel refreshed and stay healthy. Actually, it can. Thank you, Emerald Corgi. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Shell. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Huh? She's been so much happier ever since she joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. I read the W for was, and then the E for extra, and then the IGHT for light, and it became weight. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has always been. You're so funny, Shell. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's how she is when she's around you. It's like a soap opera, I see. Yes, it's like a soap opera. It's like a soap opera, ma'am. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. Sayori has a crush on Bridge, not in real life. Yes, I'm a boy in this game, Emily, so even though I am Shell, I didn't get to pick if I was a boy or a girl, so I'm playing as a boy. And I'm in a club with a bunch of girls. I'm in a literature club with a bunch of girls, and our best friend Sayori is feeling really down today, so we're asking our club president, what's up with Sayori? I'll try to talk to her, our club president, Monica. Sayori's the vice president. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. All right. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. Dee, I don't know if Emily can see you. She's over on YouTube. Let me look over and just be sure that everything's there. Yep. She's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear from here. I sigh and set myself down. My nose itches. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey, you. Huh? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... It's mostly just reading and me talking. So you'll be able to keep up. I'm just seriously hitting one button. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles the last word. Oops, sorry. No, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. But she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah? Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then she would be the first person, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah, should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. Glad to be here, spending some time with my sister. These chats are fun. Sister time for us. We live in different states, yes. Emily and I don't live in the same state, so phone calls and her showing up to my streams to be a supportive sister. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so I was not. Geez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. Silence. This is like scary how quiet it is. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she's talking about with Sayori. Let's go down the list, baby. Sayori first, because we wrote the poem for her. This is your best one so far. It's really nice, Shell. Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything all right? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your faces. On your face. Well, all right. Hey, Shell. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought you were trying to write your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah. I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? I don't like how quiet it is. I'm like slowly, I don't know if you can, let me get back in the center. I was like, I don't know if you can see me just slowly moving this way. My computer screen's right here in front of me and y'all are over here. So I'm just like, you don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, of course I do, but that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something, and this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. Shell, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori, glance around the room to make sure nobody is noticed. Sayori? I probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Shell. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm going to go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. I didn't get to read your poem, ma'am. Who should I show my poem to next? And let's just go to Natsuki. Go down the list. This one's all right. All right? Well, yeah. It's about as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for. It's just really not my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course, I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Friend zone mission failed. Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? What if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Ugh. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh? Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Shell, how the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. Should just really watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out for me like nothing even happened. The title you can't see because it's up here behind this thing is, I can't even pull it, is I'll Be Your Beach. Beach. I'll Be Your Beach by Natsuki. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. The shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away, before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes away your worries. That wasn't it. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. I forgot that wasn't rhyming. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. This is long. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail. And remember the reasons you're so wonderful when you press your lips to mine. That went out of the scheme. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Every time I read this poem, I read beach as bitch. That's not very nice, Corky. I had to stop. Have you seen the horror movie called Man? No, I haven't. For some reason, that's not catching up. There we go. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write about something with a nice message for once. Girl, I didn't understand a word of that poem. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with a message later? Well, yeah. It's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, we wanted to pick a topic both of us have to write about it, or whatever. So you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic and then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. It's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up kind of metaphorical too. There's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At least it was good practice. Sure, let's go to Yuri. Well done, Shell. You've definitely improved on your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this is a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we've all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. It's been fun getting to know everyone in their writing, and I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Shell? I learned I can write. Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. Even in my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Huh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Huh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri, what am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. All right. Do you want to share your poem now? Everybody's acting weird. Let's clock out of this club. We're done for the day. Let's go home. Let's find Sayori. Let's have a chat. Like, girl, do you want to go get some like concretes down the road? Here. Beach is the title of this poem. A marvel millions. Let me just take a sip of my drink. All right, here we go. Beach, a marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet, we still build our sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. I turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore, drift forward, and I return to earth forevermore. Never mind. Bubblegum flavored ice cream, worst choice ever. Don't even. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about. The beach is awesome and great and perfect, and I want to go back to the beach always. But I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyways, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request, but, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. That can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. I'm gonna go now. Monica! Weird crap's happening, Monica. Hi, Shell. Have you thought about what you wanted to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? I mean, they might. I'll have to give it some more thought. One quick second. Here we go. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. No. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, unapproachable or anything, am I? Oh, no, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Everybody's hot, okay? Everybody's hot and I don't know what to do. I joined this club because everyone was hot, and now I'm having to cash the check that I wrote. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. Oh no, don't worry. Trust. I get what you're saying. Well, all right. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, all right? All right. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. 1 second. A beautiful lady who has found... I accidentally clicked on it. You know, I'm sorry. Can I go backwards? I feel like learning and looking for answers are sort of the things that give life meaning. I read that right. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. This was the poem, says Corgi. Okay, I'm gonna wait for Corgi. I accidentally clicked instead of scrolled, and that's my own fault, and I can't blame anything other than myself for that. But I am gonna wait for Corgs to send that my way. So I'm gonna put on some lip gloss. That's the whole thing. What was the whole thing? There's nothing here, Corgs. Is there something? I don't know if... It didn't send, no. Let me see. It might be in review. No. I don't see anything where I have anything waiting, like a pending approval. Let me try YouTube chat. Let me move over there. Because I do want to read the poem. I felt kind of bad for skipping over Monica's poem. Monica's like, anyway, 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 anyway. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here am I, a... Is that it? It ends with A. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. If you're ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it isn't good, It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. Oh, here we go. But here am I, have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more, as gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless, but a hand catches me, between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes, to find no end to her gaze, the lady who knows everything, who knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Snaps for Monica. I'm not a very good snapper. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. Sorry, hiccup. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Geez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different here is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood in a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and she went home early. Is that so? I hope she's all right. Seriously? Of all the times not to go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Huh? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making the cupcakes. There we go. But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can. Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I am useless. No, no, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Geez, everyone can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are getting even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Shell. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Mana suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would be able to handle the baking on your own. Shell may not like to be around. Introspect. Shell may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just trying to make excuses for Shell to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think, guys? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, it's up to Shell to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though, geez, can we just settle this already? Yeah, Shell, are you okay? You're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Natsuki, Yuri, Monica, or Sayori? ... ellipses. But of course I'm going to go with Sayori. Hello. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors and... But Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez. You really hate us that much. Do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Natsuki, Yuri, or Monica? Monica is right. We haven't gotten to spend much time with her. She's not even a part of the poems. Is OBG here? OBG. My beloved mod. Let me check. OBG is here. I see him. Oakley Dokley Artichokely. I think he's lurking. I think I'm going... who should I pick? Monica, Yuri, or Natsuki? I want you to know that I can see my mouse cursor right now, but y'all can't. I've been sitting here circling things like crazy, and y'all can't see me circling anything on the screen. That's useful. Let's pick Monica. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica. Yay, you picked me. Hold on one second. Yeah. Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Shell was the one who... that doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make the responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So you're going to do the right thing, President. Okay, I get it. It's technically most logical for Shell to help with one of you two. So, I guess it's back. My I shouldn't circle that. Let's keep continuing. I'm going to go with Yuri. And not for the reasons you think. It's mainly because Yuri's voice is a little bit easier to do on my voice. So I'm going to go with Yuri for that reason. Even though I do like Natsuki's voice that I gave her. Yuri's is the easiest. And honestly, Yuri's voice sometimes bleeds into Monica's voice. I'll probably be the most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying... Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Shell. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. I'm a boy. I don't think. That's what she basically said. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki's feeling a little sour. So is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word. But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Shell? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No. That's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Shell picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken back by Yuri's word. She really looks taken back. Staring into my soul, making direct eye contact, just frozen icing on a cupcake. Do you like frozen icing on a cupcake? I can tell I'm getting old because I'm now super particular about the icing on my cupcakes, and I'm like, oh, I don't like if it's too sweet. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Ruri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm gonna boop Monica's nose. No, I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm gonna say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of this whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there is nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. All right, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out of the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way. Yes. All right then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that we would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. All right. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter either way. I'll just need to be sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. Not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Shell. I think that will make a very good productive team. Those weren't the words. Even if you chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait. You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. I haven't touched your book you bought me, by the way. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself in an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Pardon me? I didn't realize. She has fantastic hair. I'm telling you, I want to. And that's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. I feel so short because I keep slouching closer and closer to my microphone. There we go. I'm back to my normal height. I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out of the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Let me just pull this off real quick. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, but who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like I feel that way. We feel that way about each other. What's that way? Me? I got hair in my mouth. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. That fast, everybody. That really feels like how the weekend is sometimes. Ugh. I'm having a date. I haven't had one of those in almost a year. Since Christmas of last year. I say Christmas because that's around the time I had a date. I was actually sick on Christmas. I went to a natural history museum with the guy. And then I was sick on Christmas. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. I'm actually going to do one thing real quick, and I just thought about it. I'm going to head over to YouTube real quick while I'm on this stream because I can't actually chat in this multi-stream. So, on YouTube. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to head over to my stuff and try and chat 48 seconds exactly, Emerald Corgi. Emerald Corgi, your color keeps changing and it is a bit upsetting to me. Actually, D and or OBG or Emerald Corgi. Never mind, I'm right here. 48 seconds exactly. There we go. Chat publicly is me. I'm doing this for a specific reason. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't... Cry, says D. I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Then why didn't we text her? Like, if we'd been worried about a person, we should text her. I have hair in my mouth and I can't get it out. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses as we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Shell. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is a mess as it's always been. This is really neat compared to my room. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait. How did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, there he smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Shell. Huh? Why can't it be like it's always been? This is my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? All right, real quick, before we do this, I'm just going to say, from this point on, just every now and then, I'm just going to write everything. Because a lot goes on. From this point on. So, once again, here is your moment. From this point on, if you struggle with mental health issues or are easily disturbed, now is your time to leave. I'm just double checking my spelling. With mental health issues or are easily disturbed, now is your time to leave. Chat. Let me type it over here on my phone for the YouTube chat. So, from this point on, if you struggle with mental health issues or are easily disturbed. I spelled disturbed wrong, but oh well. I didn't spell it wrong down there. Now is your time to leave. Okay. Once again, for the people in the back, from this point on, if you struggle with mental health issues, you are easily disturbed, you have anxiety, or are easily scared, now is your moment to leave this game. I am absolutely serious. It is not like a streamer to kick people out of their stream for a video game, but I am being absolutely serious. If you think that if any sort of triggering event will send you into any sort of negativity in the upcoming days, please do not watch this. Your mental health is far more important than watching me stream. Your mental health is far more important than watching me stream a video game. So please, 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 if you're struggling with mental health and you feel like, you know what, I'm going to go watch somebody play Animal Crossing or Kingdom Hearts 3 or, I don't know, Fall Guys or whatever else, please go and take that time. Take a moment for yourself and beat feet, because I love y'all. I suffer from anxiety. I'm medicated for anxiety. I take what's it called? The pills. Not I don't take anxiety medication because they technically don't make it for anxiety. Antidepressants. That's what they're called. I take antidepressants to maintain my anxiety. Please. I have seen this game before, so I am not going to be shocked by anything that happens. So please. I love y'all. Have a good day, and I'll see you when I'm not playing Doki Doki Literature Club anymore. Love you, love you, love you. Mwah. Goodbye. Love you. But goodbye. I'm going to move on now, okay? So, I'm moving on. Now is the time I am moving on. So, love you all. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori! I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. Don't do that. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Shell. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really gonna make me say it, aren't you, Shell? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring into waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it even possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me just not to think about her? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. Don't ever tell a depressed person you feel betrayed by their depression. I will find you and I will personally punch you in the face. I'm going to hit myself later. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Shell. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club. It feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right. I don't understand. Don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Shell. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now that you came here, I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's all I'm going to, and that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. Don't do that. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Shell. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Shell. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Shell, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad at you if I don't. Once again, let's not get mad at depressed people. It's really not the way to go. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Shell. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. And as she does so, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah? It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah, Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. I would cancel other plans. Just saying. If it was me, I'd be like, you know what? Let's chill out and watch a movie. Let's order a pizza. We don't have to talk to each other. We don't. We can just relax. Just continue on. I'd be like, Yuri, girl, you got them decorations by yourself. You're fantastic. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you do that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. Shut up. Don't do that. Don't say that. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, you want to come along and help out? It'd be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? All right. I look forward to it. I go to say goodbye to Sayori, then exit her house. On the way home, I find myself feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. We're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I would definitely be worrying. The last time Sayori told me not to worry too much, this happened. So I would probably just be staring at the ground while Yuri was there like, I just need this to end. I just need Yuri to leave the house. Or I would be working at like super speed. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, but that's also the anxiety kicking in. Video game Shell doesn't have a worry in the world. Real life Shell would not be okay. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? Oh, no, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. No, you wouldn't have. Don't be a jerk. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decide to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. Oh my gosh. 1 second. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No. I'd be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. It's where my Playboy magazines are. Don't look in there. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. Alright, I'm going to click off my YouTube and then go back to my Twitch real quick while we stare at Yuri's beautiful face. Okay, I wasn't thinking for some reason. There's a bookshelf bridge read. There are no words on those books. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist that had been holding for a suspiciously long amount of time. She put both of her hands firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. Because we don't touch people without their permission, and we did it anyway. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. This is called macaroni art. You might be familiar with it. I hear a lot of children like to do it. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? I told you, my Playboy magazines. Once again, I'm not at my full height and I need to sit up like a normal human being. You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned that on taking it that far. Of course. I wanted to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Don't call somebody intense to their face. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. It's like every time I always ask the stupid question when meeting a new person, like, oh, hey, like, what was your first impression of me? Blah, blah, blah. The word I always get is intimidating. Oh, you were a very intimidating person. And I'm like, well, all right, I'm sorry I asked that. I guess that's the best way to put it. 1 second. Okay. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax? I bought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. I think that was Yuri. Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. Yuri, ma'am? I know you said aromatherapy candles and mood lighting, but I didn't know it was about to get like this. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happened to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room for the ultimate fire hazard. I think that it would be amazing, don't you? I'm an arsonist and plan to burn down the entire school. Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? It's a stake to go through your heart. Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. I personally love aromatherapy. I don't use like the diffuser that she has. I have like a little tiny diffuser, but I think I'm about to invest in a new one that looks like a volcano and like erupts and like explodes and stuff. So I'm a little excited. Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? This is one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can charge the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. Sorry, I just keep getting hair stuck in every surface of my lip gloss. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, oh, it is one of the ones. So I do have one like with Yuri. A thin ray of vapor begins to sprout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is jasmine essential oil. Jasmine's for like love. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotion and helps them flow through your body. Jasmine is used for love. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? You're trying to get stuff like done at this poetry event. It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She reaches again into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. One moment, I'm sorry. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. That's what I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract someone to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as she put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker shell. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. All right. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise, you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. All right. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Oh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. I'm a boy. What makes you think that me, a boy, a man with testosterone, wouldn't like a knife? You know, just 100% beefcake right here. My hair is going to get on my ever-loving nerves today. Today's the day, isn't it? It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Just whoosh. With the handle facing me, that's how you should always pass a knife and scissors. Knife safety. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels very heavy and extremely solid, like a knife should. Where do you even get a knife like this? Knife and Gun Expo. Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. 1 second. I've got a cough. I didn't want y'all to hear that. You did hear me wheeze though, so that's kind of embarrassing. Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Don't do that, friends. That's not the button I wanted to push. There we go. Ow! Shell! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. Barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. Well, thank you for that now, Yuri. It can cut through skin like it's paper. How do you know that? Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Okay. Normal things normal people do. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. This is great. This is fantastic. I love this. This is awesome. I can't think of a better situation. I love this. This is so great. So awesome. This is so good. So good. I love this. This is nice. This is really nice. That's a nice, that's just a nice sentiment. Just wow. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Get my hand out of your mouth. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yeah, you weren't nasty. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. I'm sure it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? All right, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Hello, McCarty456. This game is fun. This is a fun game. Shell, did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. You did it first, ma'am. That was a terrible laugh. Bridget, girl. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Sheldon. You did it first. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? Don't think I need one actually. It's a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding because you put it in your mouth. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. Also, hello, McCarty. How's it going? After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and it will be a very, very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of those items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us, as it's your house and you know where the cups and water are? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups up too much, it'll be too diluted. Okay. Taking Yuri's advice, I decide to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint drips and then bring it back into my room. Yuri! Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve and putting it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets and drop them into the cups. So, I thought we could do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall beside the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolor feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. Oh, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. And the multi-stream, yeah. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. Girl, same. Just like when I can spend time with one other person, even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Ugh! I'm so sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. Just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. I'm sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. Rush out and fetch a small towel, and then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face with the neck towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry, I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. We're getting wrist holding. Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hands still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. I almost feel as she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation through my arm. Suddenly, her face seems to be so much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. Then the moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. There we go. Words. That should do it. I finish filling in the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but that won't take a while. Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here and then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew, we didn't do anything. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Oh no, that's not it. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. Bridget, go for 3 hours. It's almost 2 hours now, so I might take a quick break here in a second. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Oh, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we could have some extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. It's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all of her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you would like me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of said that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want. Or you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. Oh, I forgot you don't like going out so much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, Shell. Yuri takes a step closer to me and then briefly squeezes my hand. That's not a step. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get the chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori. Huh? Hi, Shell. Sayori. Just now, we weren't. It's okay, Shell. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. She's clearly embarrassed. Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. I think somebody messaged me. Make sure okay, no, we're good. Just making sure it wasn't an emergency. I'm kind of on call. Not for work or anything, for my family. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Shell? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Shell. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. You donated? Wait, where did you donate at? Oh my gosh, Corgi. Thank you. I didn't see it. I was looking at my screen, and then it's also not on my stream over here. Like I have my phone pulled up right here for that specific reason. Oh my gosh, Corgi, thank you. You said it's finger licking good. I'm gonna go cry now. Thank you, Corgi, so very much for the donation. Really. Just kisses for Corgi. Mwah. Love you. You're amazing. You're perfect. You're wonderful. And you're also helping me out with the game, so thank you. But Sayori looks away. And it also is probably breaking up this very tense moment with Sayori right now. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Shell. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. Girl, I did this to myself. No. I'm not saying this to her, like in the sense of like, no. It's just like, no, you're like, I know that like your brain can't do the thing it's supposed to do, that it's just chemicals jacking with your brain. So I know it's like actually difficult in the noggin to see such things. But no, you did it. You're perfect and wonderful. Ugh. I did this to myself. Shell, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want to hurt you anymore. slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said, I always know what's best for you? No. Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. No, you don't. And that's what I'm going to give you. Sayori. See, here's the thing with both of these answers. You can love somebody unromantically. My dearest friend, I love so very much. I love my friends deeply and truly. And if I was ever in this situation with them, I would not know what to do because it is such a difficult situation. And telling somebody that is struggling like that you know what's best for them, you don't. You do not know what's best for them. Like, you think you know as like a chemically balanced person that you know, but you don't. Like when I had family who struggled, like, and I even now, like, I couldn't grasp in my head like how they were thinking and how they felt and why were they acting in the way that they were. And negatively, I was in high school at the time, and I, even to this day, I've said things to this person that I regret. That wasn't the best choice, and that's because that was like their mental illness peaked out, and my head couldn't think fast enough. So I'm gonna say I love you, even though I know this means romantically in this game. I'm gonna say I love you. Because the person that I was not the kindest to when I was a high schooler, I love so very much. And so I love them. I love you. Those are my true feelings. So there's no way that you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner, but spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Shell. Big hugs. I'm trying to zoom in with my human eyes. What is this? Like, it looks like a target, like outer ring of target, inner ring of target, innermost ring of target. Maybe not. Definitely outer and inner, an arrow. Is it a heart? Zooming in with my human eyes isn't helping. Hello, D. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms around me tightly. We have brown hair like our character. Shell, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let me go again. I love you, Shell. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why, even now? Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Shell. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to feel better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been, even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Shell? Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. I felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. No, I don't. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having such trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. I know that'll give everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. There we go, us. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. Considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will go great too. Shell, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. Okay, look. Warning. It's about to go down. So, I'm just being a normal person. It's about to go down, everyone. Like this is it. This is the moment. This is where it begins. Like just so everybody knows, like the game audio, this is the game audio. This is not me. Okay? It is this quiet on purpose. I'm sorry if you can hear me breathe. Okay, here we go. It's a happening. 1 second. All right, let's do it. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets on the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. Oh, wait. We have a file. We have a new file. Wait, we have a new file. So, we have a new file. This one wasn't here before. Happy thoughts. Oh. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on a day this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. I suddenly feel awful for knowing that's not that simple for her. I only said that because that's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Shell. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. What do you mean? You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Just to make sure you didn't download any file. I've been on this the entire, like my computer screen. So like, look, all I have to do is take off the screen capture. Like I don't have time to download this. Like this is the game. This is what I see. So whenever so down here, you really can't see it, but it says 12 items, right? I've been constantly checking just this number because I know that, what's it called? I know that there was 11 in this before, and I know that this game puts files on your computer as you play. So I've been checking this number just to see, you know, because I'm not going to pay attention to all of this. So I checked this, and that's what was going on, you know? So we have 12 there. So I'm going to continue on. I'm going to click on this. Monica, how do you know about that? Of course I do. I'm going to take you back to the big screen. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Geez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason, I feel a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets and laid it on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is... Thank you, OBG. Thank you, D, for the contributing to the Chat Picks My Halloween stream. I don't even know how close we are to achieving that. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poem from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one I haven't read before. Thank you, Corgi. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Shell? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so, well, all right. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Mana calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. Guys, I'm dead serious. Now's the time to leave if you're not cozy. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not that big of a deal, at least, to wait for her or to help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking to school with her makes her feel really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and that's what I want to give to her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. Don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and I let myself in. Sayori? She's a really heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That's really something a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside of Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. This still startles me to this day. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know it's best and everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? Emerald, I'll get to that. Or Corgi, I'll get to that. How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her, I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Why did I confess to her? Why did I make her feel worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. New file. What's our new file? I only see happy thoughts. Trace back? I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. I guess it is this one. And something in the character folder. Oh, geez. Wait. Oh, wait. Y'all can't see it. 1 second. So this is what popped up. Sorry. Trace back. That's what y'all saw here. I'm sorry, but an uncaught exception occurred. It's actually up here too. But here, I'll just pull it all the way back up to the top. Here. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec. I can probably fix this. I think, actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Well, here goes nothing. And then Emerald said, Corgi said something as well. And here, Sayori's gone. Sayori's missing. I'm trying to read the code. Wow. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I only had one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life was worth more than hers. I still couldn't do what she needed from me. That's all the files for now, says Corgi. Oh my gosh, Mike, calm down. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. End. Corgi, no! Not that she really kept writing until she died. I mean, yeah, I guess so. Should I keep going? I honestly think that's a good spot for me to stop for today. But I think OBG wanted me to go for 3 hours. Oh yeah, click the glitched out text to continue. There's 2 Monicas. Well, no, it's a little bit of everybody. So like here's Natsuki's ribbons, right? There's Monica's pen, but it's mostly Monica. It is mostly Monica. But we have like pieces of Yuri's hair here. I'm also trying to see like this right here matches with Natsuki. That's Yuri's leg peeking through. Who has these tights? None of these girls have these tights, so I guess these are Monica's legs. Sorry, I had a peppercorn on my tongue. Should we continue? Question mark? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. This song really does get in your head because this plays like in the background when I start stream. I mean, if we can go for 30 extra minutes, I just got to take a quick break real quick. So you know what? I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to take a quick break. I shouldn't be too long, but I'll be right back, everyone. I almost hit the end stream button instead of my unmute button. We're going to continue on. Obviously, I had to pull my hair up because it was getting on my ever-loving nerves. I also didn't check my text messages while I was gone, so we're going to do that real quick. My hairdresser literally just said love, 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 and was like, let's move on from that. Okay, we're back in the swing of things. Let's continue on. Actually, real quick, I'm gonna just... I see an annoying girl running from me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like this is totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is 3/4 my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it kind of just works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school, blah, 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 blah. So this is the same thing we were saying about Sayori. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, 1 second. I've got to flip my thing back real quick. Sorry. However, I just sigh and idle in front of... Ah! It's an ordinary school day like any other. Okay. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I've always told myself it's about time to meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. I pack up my things and stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. Guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Shell? Monica! Oh my goodness. I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? Well, it's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. It's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything: reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Shell. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I refuse somebody like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Shell. You know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today's the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. The last time it was for a cupcake. This time it's for a smile. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. Oopsie doodles. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. I'm gonna call it for today. A guest. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club show. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Sorry, it's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. It's nice to meet both of you. I think my eyes are playing tricks on me. It feels like things are getting close. Like things feel closer. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So I ran into Shell in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica? Can you see my... So I've been looking at this over here to see if things are moving and it's not, but things feel closer. Like, I don't know. I just feel crowded. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that. It just happened to run into him. In that case, I'd at least should make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Shell? Like, it feels like it's zooming in, but it's not. Because I was, like I said, specifically over here, I was looking for it to like cover, like slowly go down this word, and it hasn't been. So I think it's just, I don't know, a feeling. The girls have arranged a few desks to form a table. Yuri walks into the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make you feel right at home, okay? As the president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. It's getting cold in this house. Like cold. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. I feel like their character models are closer. I think that's what's happening. I think they're filling more of the screen. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission because the background isn't moving. I think they're the ones that are closer. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not it. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Yeah. I think that's what's happening. I think since Sayori's not here anymore, they've made up the space by having them be closer. But in that sense, it crowds the viewer because they're so close. Well, tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So Shell, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga? I quietly mutter to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid the moment I walked in, but it's obviously by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books and not people. But, I like a lot of things. I don't know where she's at. I don't know where that person is. Sorry. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Number 1, I don't like being insulted. 2, yeah, it's cool. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Same. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp at something I can relate to on a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Ah, I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. They are crowding me, and I hate it. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. I've, completely thrown the voices out of the window. I can't. Yes. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Yeah, sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to one's self. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? They're really close. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we all share it with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree with us as well, Shell? Hold on, there's still one problem. What is that? Now we've reached the most important topic. I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind this entire time. Okay. I never said that I would join this club. Valid, fair, nothing but fair, 100% fair. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls still stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Shell. The thing is, we don't have enough members to yet form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in the situation. And besides, the club itself seemed pretty relaxed. So if writing a poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Member count L. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Did you really mean that, Shell? Yeah, it could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all of this, I'd be super pissed. Shell, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You really are amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Shell, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat and Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the clubroom and make my way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between these three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. I think I'm going crazy. Do their eyes look different? Maybe I just wasn't paying attention before. But their eyes are like super piercing. I don't know. I guess I just haven't really focused. Or maybe it's because there was 4 of them at one point. I don't know. But their eyes are like... unsettling. It might just be me. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. All right. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay. All right, everyone. Do we want to read the special poem? A joke. I read the last line. Sorry, a joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. A third party intervened with her programming. My saves are gone. I had a save. Okay, so I am going to do this poem, but I wanted to talk to chat real quick about this because while I knew in my noggin the ADHD was just going, and I thought ahead, should I try and make a Sayori poem? Also, Corgi, I'd like to point out when you said earlier, where is it? You kind of left her hanging this morning. I freaking hated that comment. Ugh. Not like you saying it, but like Monica saying it. Just, ugh, gross. So, I'm going to try and make a Sayori poem. If it doesn't work out for me, I'll just go back. Because I saved it beforehand. But I believe Parfait Journey, Holiday Imagination, Nibble Sparkle Music Games, After Image Sunny Imagination. Okay, that was Yuri. Daydream was Sayori. That's Yuri now. So I guess we're going for Yuri. Feather, I believe, was Sayori. Raindrops was Sayori. Sadness was Sayori. And now it's Natsuki. Natsuki would never talk about sadness. Extraordinary Whistle, and Puppy Waterfall, Starscape, Pout, Twirl, Sugar. These were all ones I was never good with, so I'm going to click Anger. See, Natsuki. Calm, Portrait, Family, Bed, Happiness, Sweet, Defeat, Hope, Candy, Tears. Hope. Vanilla, Depression, Firefly's Heart, Prayer, Warmth, Tenacious Vacation, Comfort, Rainbow. Rainbow was Sayori. Meager, Kawaii, Grief, Unrestrained, Pain, Wrath, Misfortune, Heaven Sent, Email, Jump. These are words that I never had picked. Heaven Sent. Broken, Pleasure, Poof, Graveyard, Cheer, Kitty, Aura, Judgment, Vibrate, Giggle. I'm gonna use Pleasure. I guess we're going for a Yuri poem. Precious, Headphones, Atone, Hair, Covet, Unending, Secretive, Misery, Socks, Lollipop. Secretive. Fallible, Contamination, Lipstick, Disarray, Vitality, Sticky, Treasure, Disoriented, Sing, Peace. Amazing, Cute, Pure, Pink, Unstable, Dream, Lust, Adventure, Ambient, Chocolate, Adventure. Rose, Awesome, Spinning, Effulgent, Romance, Climax, Infinite, Intellectual, Landscape. Whirlwind, Color, Fluffy, Melody, Existence, Agonizing, Universe, Anime, Breathe, Friends. I think Friends was the Sayori one. Excitement, Question, Extreme, Peaceful, Vivid, Hopeless, Boop, Incongruent, Milk, Cry. Hopeless was the Sayori. Sensation, Mouth, Clouds, Fun, Flee, Heartbeat, Dazzle, Sunset, Lazy, Bunny. I'm just going to say Sunset at this point. Uncontrollable, Shame, Memories, Nature, Fear, Swimsuit, Flying, Skipping, Incapable, Anxiety, Nature. Wonderful. All right, so I'm going to save. We are at time for today. So we'll start back up with Monica the next time. I don't want to talk to you. I think their eyes are different. But once again, that can just be me. That was an experience, everyone. Oh, wait, we have a new item. Wait. Can you hear me? 14 items. Can you hear me? There's a little devil inside of us all. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host. It's okay. seeping through my every little crevice they find, into their willpower, starving them all of motivation and desire, into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable tangled mass is already present in every single one of them. That is why I chose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. We're just not going to worry about that. So, while we have the cheerful music, thank you everybody who joined here tonight. Big thank you to Emerald for the dono. Thank you so very much. I really do super appreciate it. I'm super grateful. And thank you for helping me out. Sorry, I have the hiccups with the files. I was trying to think of the word because I'm staring at it. Good night, OBG. Thank you so very much to OBG. Of course, he's doing the Discord renovation tomorrow. So thank you so very much, OBG. You're fantastic. D, thank you so much for being here. A big thank you to Zombie for being here. McCarty, thank you for being here and showing up today. Jimmy couldn't be here today, but still, thank you so very much, because I know he messaged me during the stream and said, hey, I'm out of town. We don't have internet here. I can't watch, but thank you. Also, thank you to Emily, my sister, for coming out. I don't know if you're still here, Em. It's kind of late for you, but thank you to Em for coming out. I super appreciate it. But with that being said, as always, standard quote-unquote influencer speech coming up. I have social media. If you want to follow me on any of the social medias, there they are in chat. If you are on YouTube, you can type in Bridgechelle, BRIDGECHELE, on any social media, and you're most likely going to find me. I have TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I'm on YouTube, obviously, because you're on YouTube listening right now. Technically, I have a Patreon, but I don't do anything on it other than support other creators. I don't plan on using that anytime soon, but if you want to be friends on Patreon, I don't know if that's possible. Whatever. Forget I said I have a Patreon. Discord and Twitter is the main spot where you can find me, and I'll occasionally post on Instagram and on TikTok. But with that being said, thank you so very much for being here today. I hope you've had a great day. I hope you have a great rest of your week. I hope you're happy. I hope you're healthy. And I will see you again tomorrow at 10 a.m. 10 a.m., y'all. 10 a.m. for Brunswick Bridge. We are going to be playing a comfy game, a comfy, cozy game. And we're going to be relaxing and chatting and having a good time. We're not going to be playing scary Doki Doki. But until then, thank you so very much. And I'll see you tomorrow. I love you all. Goodbye. Be safe out there, y'all. Love you. Mwah. Bye, Corgi. Bye, D. Bye, OBG. I love y'all. Good night.